Hi guys, it's me. Today I want to talk about this card, the Ten of Swords. I've been getting messages regarding these endings, and a lot of you are feeling devastated, right? Yeah, it's like I told you before, this was something that we couldn't avoid, and these were things that were the end. They were the end because the reason why, like I said, is because you probably were not releasing things that you needed to release, and because you were resisting it, it had to come to an end. A lot of things. Why? Because what these two planets in retrograde were bringing to you, and I've been talking about this for the last 3 months, I believe, right? Release whatever you need to release. Do this, do that. I was trying. I was looking at my videos earlier, trying to find a title for this, right? What I wanted to talk about, and what I realized is that I was sending warnings from, like, for the last 3 months, cards that I was pulling and I was giving the message. It all had something to do with releasing something. It all had to do sending you red flags, saying like, listen, the tower is coming. It's coming. It's about to fall. Because there were things in your life that you needed to release. There were things in your life that the way that they were going were not working anymore. And it had to come crumbling down. There was a reason why you're here now. The way that things were, whether it was a relationship, a partnership, a friendship, your work related, whatever, something that you needed to release, it was coming. It was like, yeah, it had to come down. It had to happen. Like I said, there are things in our lives that are happening because either it's because of destiny, that it was supposed to happen that way. It was a lesson that you needed to learn. It was something like, okay, you could be a 90-year-old person and still be in first grade. You can't be on first grade for the rest of your life just because it's comfortable, right? Just because it's a grade that you have repeated over and over and over. And you know how the first grade, what happens in first grade? You learn everything about there is to know about first grade. But you keep being there because you already know what it is. You already know what to do. Every year you've been practicing the same thing over and over. And this is when the universe, like I said, sends a tower. Because it's telling you, look, you can't be in first grade forever. You need to move on. You need to go to second grade, right? You need to finish elementary, junior high. You need to finish high school. You need to graduate. And a lot of us have been in first grade forever and ever and ever. Why? Because we didn't want to do the work. Because we were running from fear. Because we didn't want to do the work. We didn't want to let go. We were attached to something. And the universe was like, I don't want you to be here anymore. I don't want you to feel like you have to be here because you feel like there is no other way. That you're chained to this. That you depend on this. This is codependency. to something, right? I talk about it so many times about this car. This car makes us feel like we don't have any control of things. We don't have any power. We're here. This is where we need to be because we feel like we're chained to this. But no, right? Did you see what happened with Amber and Johnny Depp? When the whole thing is started, when the trial is started, I remember pulling cards for Amber. Wanted to know what was going to happen, right? I remember I told my husband I got the Tower, 3 cards. I got the Tower, I got the Death, Tower, Death, and 5 of Cups. I told my husband from the beginning, you can't go back from this, right? You cannot. The Tower came to destroy whatever happened between them. The Death came to completely kill it in order for it to be transformed. And the 5 of Cups, this is her right now, right? She's mourning, she's regretting what she did because, you know, sometimes we get too dependent on something, codependency, right? The devil will give you whatever you want. What do you want, right? You want money? Okay, I'll give you money. You want beauty? I'll give you beauty. You want fame? I'll give you fame. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? I can give it to you. But remember, everything has a price. Nothing is for free. In her case, right? She was codependent in, I don't know, probably fame, money. I wanted to be recognized. I want to do this. I want to do that. The devil, right? I made money out of something and now it has to come down. This is just a temporary fix. This is not forever, right? This is not forever. Eventually, you're going to release this. And that's when everything is coming, it collapses. It's coming down. And that's exactly what happened. Why? Because it needed to go through a transformation. Why? Because she needed to learn something out of this. And yeah, unfortunately, when we keep holding onto something that we know is not good, eventually we're going to regret it. Eventually we're going to feel like, like our world fell apart and now we're mourning. Now we're regretting what we did. And this is what this Mercury retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, this is what it brought us. It brought us all of this, right? Because it wanted to balance everything out. If you hurt somebody, those people are getting justice now. And if you are the one who got hurt by somebody else, you're going to get your justice too, right? This is why this whole lesson is about. In order for us to repent, in order for us to make peace with our past, make peace with this devil, saying, I don't want you in my life anymore. You don't have any control over me, right? Because of money, because of drugs, because of fear, because of something that makes me feel like I don't have any control over. Because it's something that I like, right? Money. How many people have done terrible things because of money? How many people have, how many people have done terrible things because of it, right? And like I said, this is our karma, right? Because we are depending on this. We're codependent on this thing, on whatever we like, whatever make us feel that we cannot live without it. The devil, right? It will keep us here, trapped, chained to that, whether we want it or not. It makes us feel like we don't have any control of it, but we do. We do. It's a matter of just releasing it. It's a matter of letting it go. And because a lot of us have been here, you know, the universe was like, I can't wait for you anymore. I've been giving you so many warnings. I've been letting you know, take action, take action. And we haven't. So it has to come to this. After this, we don't have any other choice. Please understand that. We don't have any other choice but to let it go. And you're here, right? Out of nowhere, this lightning comes and destroys everything, right? Because you were in your tower. You were here. You were comfortable. You didn't want to move from there. It's what you know. It's what you believe in. But now it came crashing down. And it needed to be that way. Why? Because you were holding things that needed to happen in your life. Good things. Right now, your whole world feels like this. Right? Like this. The tower came. It destroyed everything you believe, what you wanted. It came down. The universe is like, you know, like me when I get really mad and I'm at the end of everything and I'm like, listen, make a decision because I'm about to make it for you. I'm done with this. Make your decision because I'm about to make it for you. And that's the universe. The same thing. I've been telling you to release. You don't want it. I have to take action on this. Why? Because there are things that I need to send your way. And you're holding this back. Everything is up in the air because you don't want to release this. You're codependency to something. Drugs, alcohol, women, I don't know, whatever. Something happened to someone sent me a message last night and said like, this and this happened. A grandma fighting for her grandson. And I've been telling her for the last 2 years, let him go. Let him go. It's the way things are. You need to make a drastic change in order for things to change. The dynamic that you have right now, it's not working. And this is gonna come crashing down all of a sudden. And guess what happened? It did. 2 years telling her the same thing. You need to. I know it's painful. I know it's painful releasing something that her case, her grandson, right, has a hold over. But it had something happen, collapsed the whole thing. Mama took the boy. That's it. Why? Because like I said, the way things were, the arrangement that they had wasn't working out anymore. It hasn't been working out for a long time. And they needed to come to terms with a new decision to either completely destroy the agreement that they had and start something brand new, because this is why that tower comes, right? You're holding new things that the universe wants to send you. You're holding them up, right? Why? These are your new beginnings. Let me turn this. These are your new beginnings that you're holding back. What do you want? You want love? New love? Here you go. Do you want money? A new opportunity for you to make money? There you go. Do you want to start a passionate relationship, right? Full of fire, brand new beginning. Work, something that excites you. There you go. You want the truth about something? You want to be clear about what you want and where you're going. Here it is. But right now, like I said, before all of this, they were upside down because you are holding these new beginnings because of fear, because you don't want to release it, because you're afraid that the pain you're going to hear, that you're going to feel once you release it. This is when, like I said, we get this. And now, grandma calls and said, like, I feel like, and I was just telling her yesterday, you're going to feel backstabbed. In this, I wanted to talk about this card because this card is the card of putting something off, right? 10 of Swords. This is like overkill. This is when, like, okay, you let one mistake go, you let the next one, and the next one, and then by the 3 swords, you think like, okay, this is the end of it, right? 3, you got 10. So that means that you went to at least 3 heartbreaks before you realized that that was it for you. You didn't want this anymore. And sometimes it didn't even came from you to say, I don't want this anymore, right? Because you're used to it. After the first 3 of Swords, you're already used to this pain. Why? Because you're here, right? 3 heartbreaks. Can you imagine that? Who the fuck wants to go through 3 heartbreaks? I don't. I usually give up by the 3rd one. I wish I could say, the first one or the second one. No, the 3rd one, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. Make a decision before I make it for you. I'm not playing games. I'm not going to go through 3 heartbreaks in order for me to make a decision because of this fool. No. Cut it from the beginning. Right? She went through 3 heartbreaks. And it wasn't her decision. She was still here. If it wasn't for this tower that came crumbling down, she would still be here. Right? She's like, I feel like I'm dead. Yeah, 10 swords. It's overkill. 3 heartbreaks. Overkill. So, yeah, this is what we're feeling right now. Right? Like, we went through, through hell and back. But you see, after this, guess what comes here? You start from the beginning. But now you're going to be clear about whether you want to go through this again or things change completely and you said, like, listen, I don't want this anymore. Right? After this, I don't want to go through another 3 heartbreaks. We have to come into an agreement. You can rebuild after the tower. Yes, you can. But this time you're going to have boundaries. This time you're going to be clear about what you want. This time you're going to know the truth of whatever it is that make you feel this way. It's your decision. You can do whatever you want. But after the tower collapses, like I said, you can start brand new, but the way that things were before, it's not going to happen anymore. You can't. It came to a complete destruction for a reason. In order for you to uh, have a brand new beginning, to have a new rebirth, right? You went through judgment. Why? Because you needed justice about whatever problem you were having. And I'd open it. After you go through judgment, you can't go back. You can't unseen what you saw, what you saw. You can't just say like, you know what, I'm going to put a blindfold on this and I'm not going to see it that is there. Oh no, you know now. You can't unseen what you have seen. You can't. But you see, the good thing about all this is that after this comes your victory. And why? Because, like I said, you won't go back to being in the same hole that you were stuck in forever because you were here. You're going to come out of that hole. And now, like I said, you're going to feel like, listen, I face my fears. I face my demons. Right? Like I said, you can start all over again if you want. But now there's going to be conditions. Now there's going to be listen, I need to make sure that this is going to work out. Otherwise, don't even waste my time. I'm done. We're done. We can't go back to being here again. Not anymore. Why? Because you're already, like I said, once you see something, you can't unsee it. So yes, it might feel like death right now, right? I feel like you were betrayed or you betrayed somebody, because it could go either way, right? And it feels like the end of the world. Oh, right? You're mourning right now. A lot of people are. But you see, it's the end of it. And after the end, it's here. This is going to be you. Coming up, after you go through this, after you have your tower, you feel backstabbed, right? The pain, feeling like everything is done and over with. You will have victory. You will have it. It's just a matter of time before you start feeling good about yourself. Before you start realizing, before people started realizing what happened in your life and start saying like, wow, I cannot believe that you went through all that and you came back fresh, looking better than ever. Fresh like a lettuce, right? Look at this person. You release your fears, the devil, the thing that was bound to you, or you felt like you were bound to it. You get rid of it. And now, where are you going? You're going after whatever you want because you conquered your demons. The devil, right? You took it down. You found the balls. You got the balls from wherever they were hiding. Male or female. And you defeated your worst fears. What you thought that you couldn't. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it hurt like hell. Yes, you probably are still in mourning right now. But like I said, the way that things were before, it's not going to happen anymore. And that's going to be up to you. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to be here again? Do you want to start feeling good about yourself and saying like, look, there's going to be people. I promise you, there are going to be people asking you, how do you do it? Help me. How can I get out of that freaking hole where I'm in? How? I saw you did it. Were you an alcoholic? And you quit all of a sudden? right? Why? Because I don't know, maybe your partner left you, your kids don't want to talk to you, whatever. Were you men that kept going, after every skirt that you saw, like, and like I said, you had a tower moment. Your wife left you, your girlfriend left you, like they were like, that's not gonna happen anymore. Make a choice. And now you defeat it, right? What you thought that you couldn't. Like I said, if you defeated the devil, you came out of that hole, you faced your fears, and now this is gonna be your reward. And people are gonna be celebrating for you, and people are gonna be asking you, how do you do it? So don't worry. After all that mess that we have been going through, there is a prize. And the prize is that you're gonna find yourself again. The person that you thought like you were is gonna stay behind, and now you're gonna have faith. You're gonna start believing in yourself. You're gonna feel like the MacGyver, right? I can do whatever I want because I can. I defeated my demons. What I thought I couldn't, I defeated it. And like I said, people are gonna come up to you and ask you, how do you do it? Help me. I'm trapped. I'm still at the devil energy. How can I get out of this freaking hole that I feel like every time I try to get out, I fall right back into it again? You will have people asking you for help, asking you, how do you do it? And like I said, there's victory coming for you. So not everything is crap. There's good things coming for you. So, okay, that's all I wanted to talk about it. And I hope everybody's fine. Like I said, don't focus just on whatever happened, right? Focus on what is coming in the future. Focus on the fact that you are going to find yourself again, and you're going to be happy again. Once, because if some people are already going through it, some people are starting right now. The end of Mercury retrograde, it's today. But there is 15 more days of after shadow. It's gonna be a lot less. The whole, craziness is gonna be a lot less, but we still have 15 more days. We're not out of the wood yet. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are still going through this whole thing, going through the tower moment, but it's okay. Like I said, after you have your rebirth, which is what Pluto in retrograde brings, you're gonna feel like this, brand new. So, okay, that's all I want to talk, and well, good luck to you. Okay, bye.